Learning in all public universities remains paralyzed for the third day as teaching and non-teaching staff boycotted their duties to demand for better terms. Lecturers from Egerton University staged demonstrations, fortifying calls by the university's academic staff union demanding the government to implement their 2013-2017 collective bargaining agreement. Same demo was witnessed in KBC University, with workers protesting over the same. And now the Trade Union Congress of Kenya has joined the bandwagon, calling on the government to resolve the stalemate. Through its General Secretary Wilson Sosion, the Congress wants the government to honor the collective bargaining.
Solidly together and sustain their strike. And they can only withdraw labor once there is an agreeable return to work formula based on one thing: total implementation of the CBA on the basis of 10 billion shillings offered through a letter by the government of Kenya. Outside that, they should not expect anything else from these affiliates.
Agreement, Sosion says Education Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i has violated what had been earlier agreed to end a 54-day strike that ended on March this year.
If doctors were not attended to for 90 days, and if nurses have been out for 3 weeks, then it goes without doubting that they are not ready to even deal with this matter. It's wrong for government not to address labor matters, straight labor matters. Look, they didn't have to take centuries to develop the CBA for doctors. It was signed the other day. Was it necessary to be on strike for 100 days? Then you come back to agree on the same things. It wasn't. It is a government must be proactive on labor matters.
Meanwhile, Sosion has dismissed those accusing him of using his position in the union to advance his political interests. Sosion says he has a constitutional right to support his party of choice, saying he will represent workers in the National Assembly if elected.
There's been a flurry of reactions, statements, and thin veil attacks from several quarters. Most people making these statements seem to display some level of ignorance of the fact that the Constitution of Kenya, Article 90, Subarticle 2A, B, and C, provides for the nomination of persons qualified to stand for elections and represent special interests and minority.
You cannot formulate a policy touching on workers or legislation without involvement of workers. And so, this will be very historic for us to engage right inside Parliament and also at the party organs. If a party nominates representation of labor movement, it means that party within its manifesto will or shall recognize the labor movement.
Brenda Kiprano reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.